My life is finally perfect, I told Ryan one Friday night as we sat on my balcony with 2 beers in our hands. He laughed. Perfect. That's a big word, Ethan. I'm serious, I said. Great job. Wedding in 3 months. Lily, what else do I need? He clinked his bottle against mine. You've got it all, man. I believed him. I believed everything back then. The next morning, Lily stood in our bedroom, folding clothes into a small suitcase. 3 days. I asked. Yeah, she said without looking at me. Office tour. New branch in Brookdale. My boss wants me there. I wrapped my arms around her from behind. I'll miss you. She smiled at me in the mirror. It's just 3 days, Ethan. Call me every night. I will, she said, turning around and kissing me softly. You worry too much. I love you, I whispered. I love you more. Ryan showed up that afternoon to help me move some old furniture. Where's the bride-to-be? He asked. Office tour, I said. Brookdale. He paused for half a second. Oh, cool. You okay? I asked. Yeah, just tired. I didn't think anything of it. The first night, Lily called me at 10 p.m. How's the hotel? I asked. It's fine, she said quickly. Nothing special. You sound tired. Long day. Video call. Not tonight. My roommate's here. Roommate? Yeah, Sophie from work. Oh, okay. We hung up after 3 minutes. The second night, she texted instead. Busy. Talk tomorrow. Miss you red heart hash. I stayed at the screen. I typed, miss you too. Call me? No reply. The third day, I was at work when my phone buzzed with a banking notification. Shared credit card transaction. Grand Harbor Hotel, $489.72. I frowned. Grand Harbor. I opened the email confirmation. The hotel address wasn't in Brookdale. It was in my city. My hands went cold. I called her immediately. She answered on the 4th ring. Hey, babe. Where are you? Brookdale. Why? I just got a charge from Grand Harbor Hotel. Silence. Then she laughed lightly. Oh. That must be for a future work event. My boss used the wrong card. I'll fix it. You're sure? Ethan, why would I lie? I don't know. You're overthinking again. Yeah, I said quietly. Maybe I am. After we hung up, I couldn't breathe properly. I opened my laptop and checked the booking details again. Check-in, today, 3:12 p.m., room 1708. I looked at the time. 6:45 p.m. I grabbed my car keys. I told myself I was being stupid. I told myself I just needed proof that I was crazy. When I reached the hotel lobby, my heart was pounding so hard it hurt. The receptionist looked up. Good evening, sir. Hi, I said, trying to sound calm. I think my wife is staying here. He typed on his keyboard. Name? Lily Brooks. He shook his head. I'm sorry, sir. I can't give out guest information. I swallowed. Please, I just need to confirm she's safe. I understand, but... I pulled out $500 in cash and slid it across the counter. My hands were shaking. Just tell me if she checked in. He stayed at the money. Sir, please. He hesitated, then slowly took it. Wait here. A few minutes later, he returned. Room 1708. She checked in this afternoon. Alone? I asked. He didn't answer. Please, I whispered. He sighed. There was a second guest. My ears started ringing. Can I see the CCTV? That's not allowed. I won't cause trouble. I just need to see. He studied my face. Maybe he saw something broken in it. Come with me, he said quietly. We walked into a small security room. He replayed footage from earlier that afternoon. I leaned closer to the screen. The elevator doors opened. Lily stepped out. She wasn't with Sophie. She was laughing, and Ryan was right beside her. He placed his hand on her lower back. She didn't move it away. I felt like someone had punched me in the chest. No, I whispered. They stopped in front of room 1708. Ryan pulled out the key card. Lily looked around quickly, then smiled at him. He leaned down and kissed her. Not a mistake. Not an accident. A kiss that had history. The door closed behind them. The footage ended. I didn't realize I was crying until I tasted salt on my lips. So, Mr. Gomez said softly. I couldn't answer. 5 years. My best friend since college. The two people I trusted most. I replayed the clip in my head. The way she smiled. The way he touched her like he had the right. I pulled out my phone and called Ryan. Hey, bro, he answered. What's up? Where are you? I asked. At home. Really? Yeah. Why? I looked at the frozen image on the screen. Him. Huh. The hallway. Just checking, I said. You sound weird. I'm fine. Okay. Call me tomorrow. Sure. I hung up. I called Lily next. Hi, baby, she said sweetly. How's Brookdale? Busy. I told you. Miss me? Of course. I closed my eyes. I miss you too. When I left the hotel, the air felt heavy. I sat in my car for a long time, staring at nothing. I could drive upstairs. I could knock on that door. I could scream, but I didn't. Instead, I wiped my face and started the engine. If they thought I was a fool, I would let them keep thinking that. For now, I gripped the steering wheel and whispered to myself, they didn't just cheat on me. They made me a fool. And I decided I wouldn't confront them. Not yet. I would wait. When Lily walked through the door, she dropped her suitcase and ran into my arms. Did you miss me? She asked, holding my face. Every second, I said, forcing a smile. She kissed me like nothing had changed. I thought about you the whole trip. I nodded. Brookdale treat you well. Exhausting, she said. Meetings all day. Yeah. I asked softly, who went with you? Sophie, my manager, a few others. I held her tighter so she wouldn't see my face. I'm glad you're home. That night, she fell asleep fast. I lay awake beside her. I replayed the CCTV in my head. The elevator, the kiss, the door closing. I whispered in the dark. Was I really that blind? 2 days later, Ryan came over. My favorite groom, he shouted, walking in. Ready to be a married man. I shook his hand. Almost. He slapped my back. Bachelor party's going to be wild. Lily laughed from the kitchen. Don't corrupt him. Ryan smirked at me. He needs it. I studied his face. You been busy? Work's crazy, he said. You know how it is. Yeah, I replied. I know. He didn't flinch. While they talked about wedding flowers, I watched their eyes. Small glances. Quick smiles. I felt like I was standing outside my own life. That night, I unlocked Lily's phone while she showered. My hands trembled. I opened her messages. Ryan read heart hash. My chest tightened. I scrolled. 8 months of messages. I miss you already. He suspects nothing. After the wedding, we'll figure it out. Just be patient. My stomach turned. After the wedding, I took screenshots and sent them to myself. I opened our shared email. Hotel receipts. Dinner reservations. Lies stacked on lies. The next day, I called Sophie from Lily's phone while she was at work. Hello. Sophie answered. Hey, it's Ethan, I said calmly. Quick question about the Brookdale trip. Oh, hi. Sure. You and Lily share a room. She laughed. No, I didn't go. I had the flu. I gripped the phone tighter. You didn't. No. Why would I? No reason, I said quickly. Thanks. After I hung up, I sat on the couch staring at the wall. She lied without blinking. I whispered. I searched online and found a number for a private investigator. Mark Rivera, the voice answered. I need proof, I said. My fiancé is cheating. He paused. Do you want confirmation or evidence? Both. Meet me tomorrow. When I met him, he studied me carefully. You sure you want this? I already know, I said. I just need to see how deep it goes. Names. Lily Brooks. Ryan Cole. He raised an eyebrow. Best friend. Yeah, I'll dig. Days passed slowly. I stopped sleeping. I watched the footage every night. Why wasn't I enough? I asked myself. Lily noticed my silence. You're distant, she said one evening. Am I? Yes. Did I do something? I looked at her and almost laughed. No, I'm just stressed. Talk to me. I'm fine. She touched my face. I love you. The word love felt sharp. A week later, Mark called me. I have something, he said. We met in his office. He slid a folder across the desk. They meet twice a week. Hotels. Sometimes his apartment. I swallowed. How long? 8 months. I nodded slowly. Anything else? He hesitated. You might want to read the transcripts. I opened printed screenshots of their messages. Ryan, he's too safe. You deserve more. Lily, he's stable. Ryan, he's boring. You will regret settling. Lily, I don't want to hurt him. Ryan, then don't tell him. Marry him. We'll keep us separate. My vision blurred. He told her to marry me anyway, I said quietly. Mark looked at me. What do you want to do? I closed the folder. Not yet. That night, I went to my parents' house for dinner. My mom hugged me. You've lost weight. I'm fine, Mom. She studied my face. Ethan, I carried you for 9 months. Don't lie to me. I forced a smile. Work pressure. She touched my hand. If something is wrong, tell me. I almost broke. Do you think I'm boring? I asked suddenly. She blinked. What? Just answer. You're kind. You're steady. That's rare. Is steady boring? She squeezed my hand. Only to people who don't value it. I looked away before she saw the tears. Back home, Lily curled beside me. Ryan said you seemed quiet lately, she said. Oh. I asked. Yeah. Is worried. I stayed at the ceiling. That's nice of him. She rested her head on my chest. After the wedding, maybe we should travel more. Do exciting things. After the wedding, I repeated. Yeah, a fresh start. My phone buzzed. It was Mark. I stepped into the bathroom and answered. I intercepted a call, he said. They are planning to continue the relationship after your wedding. My throat went dry. You're sure? I recorded part of it. He said, once she's married, he'll never suspect. I closed my eyes. They are using you, Mark added. I know. When I returned to the bedroom, Lily smiled at me. Everything okay? She asked. Yeah, I said calmly. Everything's perfect. Inside, something stopped hurting. Not because I healed, but because I changed. I no longer wanted her explanation. I no longer wanted his apology. I wanted control. As she fell asleep in my arms, I stayed into the dark and whispered, if you think I'm boring, just wait. And for the first time, I didn't feel like a victim. I felt like I was planning. I met Olivia Hayes at a quiet cafe near my office. She looked at me carefully. Ethan Carter, you look different. I feel different, I said. I need your help. Is this about the wedding? It's about ending it without them knowing. She leaned back. Start talking. So I did. I told her about the hotel, the footage, the messages. Ryan, 8 months. She didn't interrupt. When I finished, she asked, do you want revenge or protection? Both, I said. She nodded once. Then we moved quietly. What do I need to do? First, remove her as beneficiary from every account. Insurance, investments, property. I can do that today. Good. Second, update your will. I'll sign whatever you draft. She studied my face. You're calm. I'm not calm, I said. I'm focused. That's better. Over the next week, I sat in her office signing papers. Initial here, she said. I signed. Transfer this portfolio to a separate trust. Done. Change your emergency contact. I paused for half a second, then said, change it to my mother. Olivia nodded. Smart. Will she suspect anything? Not unless you tell her. I won't. When I left her office, I felt lighter. Not happier. Stronger. That evening, Ryan stopped by my desk at work. Bro, you good? He asked. You been strict lately? Strict? I said without looking up. You sent back my proposal twice. It had errors. He laughed nervously. You used to fix them for me. I'm not your safety net, I said. He stared at me. What's that supposed to mean? It means do your job. For the first time, he looked unsure. Later, my phone buzzed. It was Mark. I have new information, he said. Tell me. Ryan is seeing someone else. I stayed silent. Name's Vanessa Moore. Gym trainer. Been meeting her for 3 months. I let out a slow breath. Does Lily know? No. Send me everything. When I opened the files, I saw pictures of Ryan holding another woman's hand outside a fitness center. I laughed quietly. He can't even be loyal to the affair. That night, Lily sat beside me on the couch. You're distant again, she said. I've been busy. With what? Work. Life. She crossed her arms. Are you hiding something from me? I turned and looked straight into her eyes. No. Are you? Her lips parted, but no words came out. Why would you ask that? She said finally. You seem nervous. I'm not. Good, I replied. Silence stretched between us. She reached for my hand. After the wedding, things will feel normal again. Normal, I repeated. Yes, less stress, less pressure. Sure. Inside, I thought, after the wedding, nothing will be normal. The next week, we met with the wedding planner. Final payment is due Friday, she said brightly. I'll transfer it, I replied. Lily squeezed my arm. You're amazing. Ryan grinned. Best wedding of the year. I looked at him and smiled. It will be unforgettable. At work, his mistakes kept growing. Ryan, I said during a meeting, why is this data wrong? I thought it was updated. You thought? He flushed. I'll fix it. You should have fixed it before presenting. After the meeting, he cornered me. What's your problem? He whispered. My problem. I said calmly. You're underperforming. You've changed. Maybe you just never noticed who I was. He stared at me like he was trying to figure something out. That night, Mark called again. I overheard them arguing. He said, about what? Vanessa. Lily suspects he's distracted. I smiled faintly. Good. You sound different, Mark said. I'm adapting. When I got home, Lily was in the bedroom looking at seating charts. Do you think Ryan should sit closer to us? She asked. I think he'll have a good view, I said. She frowned. What does that mean? You'll see. She laughed nervously. You're acting strange lately. Maybe I'm just growing up. Ethan. What? Promise me nothing's wrong. I stepped closer and brushed a strand of hair from her face. Nothing's wrong, I said softly. Everything was wrong. Invitations were sent. My parents talked about guest lists. Her parents called about decorations. My mother hugged me one afternoon. You seem calmer. I am, I said. That's good. She didn't know the calm came from knowing exactly what I would do. A few days before the wedding, I met Olivia again. Everything is secured, she said. She leaves with nothing. Perfect. She looked at me carefully. Are you ready for the fallout? I've been ready since the hotel. That night, alone in my study, I opened my laptop. I watched the CCTV clip again. Then I opened the folder Mark sent me. Ryan and Vanessa. Messages. Dates. Proof. I connected my laptop to a projector. I tested the video. On the screen, Lily stepped out of the elevator with Ryan. I stayed at the frozen frame. Unforgettable, I whispered. I created a folder titled Wedding Presentation, and I began preparing the video they would never forget. The venue was glowing with lights when I arrived. My father adjusted my tie and smiled. Proud of you, son. Thanks, Dad. You nervous? No, I said honestly. Not nervous. He laughed. Good. That's a strong start to marriage. If only he knew. Ryan stood beside me in his suit, grinning. Big day, huh? The biggest, I said. He leaned closer. After tonight, everything changes. Yes, I replied. Everything. The music started. The doors opened. Lily walked down the aisle in white. She looked beautiful. I felt nothing. When she reached me, she whispered, You look handsome. You look perfect, I said. Forever? She asked softly. Forever, I repeated. We said our vows. I spoke clearly. I promise honesty. She said, I promise loyalty. The word almost made me smile. After the ceremony, the reception hall filled with laughter and music. My mother hugged me tightly. You deserve happiness. I know, I said. Ryan raised a glass. To Ethan and Lily. To Ethan and Lily, everyone echoed. I took the microphone from the DJ. I prepared a special video for my beautiful fiancée, I announced. Lily beamed at me. You didn't tell me about this. I wanted it to be a surprise. The lights dimmed. The screen behind us flickered on. At first, it showed a picture of Lily and me smiling on a beach. Guests sighed happily. Then the image changed. The hotel hallway appeared. The elevator doors opened. Lily stepped out. Ryan walked beside her. A murmur spread through the room. On screen, he touched her lower back. Someone gasped. The kiss played in silence. The door to room 1708 closed. The lights from the projector reflected in Lily's wide eyes. Ethan, she whispered. Turn it off. Ryan rushed toward the equipment. This isn't funny. I stepped in front of him. Don't. He froze. The next clip played, screenshots of messages. Is too boring. Marry him. He won't suspect. The room erupted. What is this? Lily's mother shouted. Ryan stammered. It's fake. It's edited. I picked up the microphone again. Explain what? The 8 months. Or the lies. Lily grabbed my arm. Please, let me explain. Go ahead, I said calmly. Tears streamed down her face. I was confused. I didn't mean. You booked hotels, I interrupted. You lied to my face. It wasn't serious. 8 months isn't serious. Ryan stepped forward. Ethan, we can talk about this privately. Privately. I laughed softly. Like you did. The screen changed again. Pictures of Ryan holding Vanessa's hand appeared. More messages flashed. Can't wait to see you tonight. Don't tell Lily. Ryan's face drained of color. Where did you get that? Did you think you were the only one who could lie? Vanessa's name buzzed through the crowd. Lily turned toward Ryan. Who is Vanessa? He opened his mouth, but no words came out. You cheated on me too, she screamed. The hall exploded with voices. My father stepped beside me. Son, I'm fine, I said. Lily fell to her knees. Ethan, please. I love you. You loved him. It was a mistake. For 8 months. She reached for my hand. I was scared. He said you were too safe, too predictable, and you believed him. I didn't want to hurt you. You planned to marry me and continue anyway. Her silence answered. My mother was crying. She hugged me tightly. You didn't deserve this. I know, I whispered. Ryan tried one last time. Bro, don't throw everything away. You already did, I said. Guests began leaving. Whispers filled the air. Lily's father looked at me with shame. I'm sorry. I am too, I replied. Within an hour, the hall was nearly empty. Ryan approached me outside. You ruined my life, he said angrily. I exposed it, I corrected. You could have handled this differently. So could you. He shoved past me and walked away. Lily found me alone near the parking lot. Please, she begged. We can fix this. Fix what? Us. There is no us. She grabbed my suit jacket. I was manipulated. You chose him. I was weak. You were selfish. I still love you. I looked at her, really looked at her. For a moment, I remembered 5 years of laughter. Late night talks. Plans. My chest tightened. I loved you, I said quietly. You killed that love. She sobbed harder. Give me one chance. I gave you hundreds. She sank against the wall, shaking. I turned away before I changed my mind. The next week, Ryan was fired after the scandal spread through the company. Vanessa posted screenshots online calling him a liar. His reputation collapsed. Lily tried calling me every day. I didn't answer. 3 days later, I heard from a mutual friend. She left the city, he said. I stayed at my phone. No goodbye. No closure. Just silence. I looked at the wedding ring still in my pocket. Then I dropped it into the trash. And for the first time since the hotel, I felt the weight lift. Not because I won, but because I finally ended it. Why are you here? Dr. Patel asked me during my first therapy session. Because I don't want to become bitter, I replied. Are you angry? Yes. Do you still love her? I hesitated. I love who I thought she was. He nodded. That's a good place to start. Months passed. I kept showing up. Say it out loud, he told me one day. She betrayed me, I said. And it wasn't my fault. The words felt strange, but freeing. At home, I started running again. My father joined me one morning. "You're faster than before," he said between breaths. "I have more motivation." He glanced at me. "You okay now?" "I'm getting there." My mother cooked dinner every Sunday. "You look healthier," she said, placing food on my plate. "I sleep better." "You smile more." "I'm trying." She touched my hand. "I'm proud of you." Olivia and I met often for coffee. "Any regrets?" she asked one evening. "About exposing them?" "No, about loving her." I thought for a moment. Love isn't a regret. Blind trust is. She smiled slightly. "You've changed." I had to. We talked about work, books, random things. No pressure. No promises. Just calm. One afternoon, Mark called me. "Update," he said. "Ryan moved to another state. Couldn't find work here." His reputation followed him. I felt nothing. "Thanks for letting me know," I said. Later that week, an unknown number flashed on my phone. I ignored it. A voicemail followed. "Ethan, please talk to me," Lily's voice begged. "Just once." I deleted it. Another message came days later. "I miss you." Delete. My mother noticed the tension in my jaw one evening. "She still calls, doesn't she?" she asked. "Yes." "Do you want to answer?" "No." "Then don't. It's not that simple." "It is," she said gently. "Peace is a choice." I looked at her and realized she was right. Olivia invited me to a charity event months later. "You don't have to stay long," she said. "I'll stay," I replied. During the event, she leaned closer. "You seem lighter." "I am." "Do you think you could trust again?" "I don't know." "That's honest." I smiled. "I'm learning." One afternoon, I found a handwritten envelope in my mailbox. No return address. I knew the handwriting instantly. I sat at the kitchen table and opened it slowly. "Ethan, losing you was the biggest mistake of my life. I was selfish. I was weak. I believed lies because they were exciting. You were steady, and I didn't understand the value of that. I don't expect forgiveness. I just want you to know I see it now. I see what I lost. I see what I destroyed. I'm sorry. Lily." I read it twice. My chest didn't hurt the way I expected. It felt distant, like reading about someone else's life. I called Olivia. "I got a letter," I said. "From her?" "Yes." "What does it say?" "That losing me was her biggest mistake. And I believe her." "Do you miss her?" I looked at the paper in my hand. "I miss who I was before." "That's normal. What should I do with it?" "What do you want to do?" I walked to the balcony with the letter. The city lights flickered below. "I think I need to let it go," I said. "Then let it go," Olivia replied softly. I hung up. I held the letter over a small metal tray and struck a match. The flame caught slowly, curling the edges. I watched the words turn black. Not out of hate, not out of revenge, but closure. As the ashes settled, I felt calm. My phone buzzed again. Another unknown number. I turned it off. That night, I stood alone on my balcony, looking at the skyline. The air felt cool against my skin. I spoke quietly to myself. I thought they destroyed me. The city remained silent. But they only destroyed the man who was afraid to see the truth. I breathed in deeply. I am not broken anymore. I straightened my shoulders. I am rebuilt. My phone remained dark in my pocket. No more waiting. No more pretending. I didn't win because they fell. I won because I rose. And for the first time in a long time, I felt whole.